All right, everybody, welcome back to Russian Fishing 4 with Turley 6 Gaming. We're going to start out today at the 34-meter hole, and then we're going to try the 120 again. We did not make a lot of silver at the last video at the 120. It was a kind of a slow bite rate, but we did catch a couple really interesting fish uh, that I really enjoyed catching. So, again, uh, I try to kind of have fun and do what I want. I try to not make it all about grind, to the point where I'm not having a good time doing it. So let's see how it goes today. I've got a couple setups here. I've got a smaller setup, more of a lightweight setup that we're going to use here at the 34. And I'm way too heavy here. I'm going to need to lighten it up a little bit. I'm going to need to lighten it up. So one of the things we can do is just let's see if that gives us where we need to be. No. We got the small fillet. This is the lightweight setup here, so I try to use all my stuff till it dies there. All right, let's try this. Like I said, we're at the 34 meter here at the Norwegian Sea. Sardine right off the rip. Weather's a little rough. When I started, when I left the dock there, it was thunderstorming. So it's quieted down a little bit, but it's still storming, still raining. So we'll see what we can do here. Really don't want a bunch of non-marker mackerels, but that could be a thing. Trophy sardine would be nice. Trying to avoid going all the way to the bottom. I don't really want any shorthorn sculpins. One of the things that I wish RF4 had was a fish marking system, kind of like Fishing Planet, where you could just mark the location of the last fish. I think that would be nice to have those on the maps. Most people know the popular spots. That was as soon as it hit the water. There we go. At least it's a marker. Trophy salary, trophy mackerel, trophy sardine. Let's knock them all off the list here. This one seems a little bigger. Might be a mackerel or a safe. There we go, a little bigger mackerel. I did run out of my free premium. I will activate premium again. I didn't want to do it today because I work the next 4 days and I won't be playing. So I try to activate that on my... I'll have 4 days off next week. I'll work on that. I'll do 4 12s and I'll have 4 days off. So I'll activate my premium when I come back. That way I can actually, my 30-day premium, I'll be able to go ahead and use 4 days of it right off the rip. Unfortunately, there'll still be about 14 to 15 days in the month that I don't get to fish. 12-hour days, I really don't play a lot of games. On work days, I try to get a little bit in, but it's RF4 is not worth me doing 20 minutes, maybe before work or an hour before work. I just rather, I've got other stuff that I can make some progress in a short amount of time. When I play RF4, I like to have a couple hours open, even though I may not use the full couple hours. That's what I like to commit to, about a 2-hour block, hour and a half. Especially if I'm coming out to a spot like this, where I'm, you got to drive to the spot. Let's go ahead and drop it down here. You get a lot of your bites on the drop, it seems, so sometimes perk it a few times and then just let it go ahead and sink again. You'll get something. There we go, another sardine. 2,500 XP. We are getting the boost for the lightweight or the ultralight rod there, the 50% increase. I'll show you here in just a second. So if you look here, I've got light tackle, so it's giving me an extra 63. An extra 63 XP. It may not seem like a lot, but on 50 fish it does add up or whatever. And that scales. So if you look at the rod I'm using, it's a 50% bonus to XP. So hopefully everybody's doing well. I forgot to ask how everybody was doing. I'm doing well. I always enjoy my days off, playing video games and hanging out. That's what I enjoy. It has been very warm here in Ohio, the last few days. It doesn't look a little overcast today, but it's still very warm. So we'll see how the weather holds up. It likes to rain a lot, seems like lately. Hopefully it'll start drying out soon. Getting a lot of non-markers here. In the rain, you're not going to be able to keep your comfort up. It's just part of it. Your comfort's going to be low, which is your bottom bar on the left there. All right, this should be at least a marker. 1700 XP. And you can turn those mackerels into fillets. I probably should do that with some of these less. They have to be at least a marker to do that, but they're not that valuable unless there's an order for them, a cafe order, which if there is, it's usually have to be, I think, larger ones. I'm not 100% sure, but I did not look at the cafe before I departed the dock. If you haven't checked out the channel, check out the channel. I play this. There's probably 100 videos maybe of RF4. So check them out. I do try to do 2 videos a day, not always RF4. So if RF4 is all you're interested in, that's fine. Hit that notification bell. It'll tell you when I release a new video, and then if it's RF4, you can pop over and watch it when you get a chance. There's also some other things on the channel I've been doing. Started playing Graveyard Keeper. Just a fun game that I like that I haven't played in a while. Going to run through it again. Also, I just completed Hard Space Shipbreaker not too long ago. There's 60-some videos of that. Fishing Planet, if you like that. A lot of videos on Fishing Planet. I currently bought the 30-day Congo Discovery Pack for $40 IRL. So I've been trying to fish that quite a bit to get to level 75. So that way when my pass expires, I was at level 69. So when my pass expires, I want to be at 75 at the end of that. So that way I can fish the Congo for the most XP and try to keep working towards that 80 as the new cap. That way when the ocean update comes out, I'm assuming you're going to have to be 80 to go there. So I would like to try to get this, keep working towards that 80. Right now there's no, just like the map for here, there's no release date yet. That little safe is fine. We will turn him into bait. But, something to look forward to. I have 1,300 hours in RF4. It's one of those games where, you can play 7, 8, 10 hours a week if you want. I missed it. But I've been playing for years, and there's a lot of people with a lot more time in it than me, and that are a lot better at the game. Again, I like fishing, IRL, and video games, so it's one of the games I like. There's some things about it I wish were a little different, but obviously I enjoy it, so I play it a lot. But again, depending on what you like, there may be something else on the channel you want to check out. All your views and likes and comments are appreciated. This weather's a little rough. There we go. There we go. That's a nice one. Almost 5,000 XP. Trying to get that marine skill points. I did recently unlock the large silicon. Let me look here. So I recently unlocked this. but I did not. I have not had a lot of success with it other than cusks. I am looking forward to this. That's another. We got a ways to go to get there, so. Not sure if this weather's going to clear up soon. It doesn't look like it. All right, let's drop it on down, see if we can get something on the way down. Again, at the 34. It's kind of midday. Sometimes it will slow down. Again, I don't know. Oh, man. I don't know if it's the weather. You know. Maybe if we can add that third rig back on, that'll help us. I don't know if that'll put us over or not. We can try it. I took it off. I started out overweight here. These are the larger shrimp here. I think I need to use the smaller hooks for these. Yeah. So we need to. See if this puts us over, see if we're good. Yeah, it puts us over, so we're just going to leave that one off. No worries. So far, nothing crazy. This salary is probably worth the most money. So if you've been, what level are you? Leave a comment. Let me know your favorite map so far. I like a lot of the maps. Really a big fan of Tunguska and let me see, what's the other one? Let me see. I think I'd remember. I'm drawing a blank right now. I really like Lower Tunguska and I like Seversky. I do like Amber. Most people do. I like Old Berg. Um, I like Corey, but I don't do very well there. Volkov is where I buy all my stuff. I feel like they've got the best shop and the best repair rates. Um, but man, is it expensive to repair your Vinga or Wenja, depending on who you talk to. It's expensive to repair those. I wish the lettering on the top right there, the weather and the time and all of that, I wish that was a different color. I just, for me, depending on where I put that, that just completely disappears. Like right now, I just can't see that at all. And it's very frustrating to me. On this map, I wish you had the option to change that color. Maybe you do, I don't know. But I don't know. I wish it was the same color as the bottom left. Then I could see it. But that's a very small thing in the world of a fishing game. So. The problem is, if you fix something like that, it may cause problems with something else. It's not really worth it. Or you're taking away time to develop new stuff. Can't believe how far away that is. I'm throwing it right here. Let's see where it ends up. Despite the weather, we're holding our spot pretty quick here. Oh, we're getting some small ones. The good news is we're getting them fast, but we want them to at least be markers. We need at least markers. Don't want no scrubs. So one of the things you can do too is if you're trying to catch stuff right at the surface, like really I am, you can let it drop, then you can kind of reel and perk it. Trying to get your perking going a little bit. There you go, boom. Need some better RNG. So we're going to go down to 20. We're going to do the same thing if we don't get nothing. Okay, we're at 20. We're going to lock it up. Well, we already got one. Boom. All right, we need to set a timer on how long it takes me to catch a fish. Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6. Okay, so we went up to 30 seconds. We didn't catch one. Now I brought it back up to 5. Now I just hit the enter button and then drop it back down and see if we get something on the drop. And I was hoping to get something in that first 30 seconds. Because if you can get 2 fish a minute, as long as they're markers, that's going to add up decent. We got 10 in the boat, but one of them's we're going to turn into cut bait there. We had one, but he got away. Sometimes you got to do the Texas two-step. Bop, bop, bop. Or the cha-cha slide. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the right. There we go. Cha-cha slide. Oh my goodness. And we're not even getting FGA messages. So it's kind of frustrating. Non-marker. Come on, dude. killing me. Get a lot of small ones. A lot of non-markers. I guess if you wanted to keep track of every fish, you could just put them all in the keep net and throw them away when you need to. But the only fish that I know of that you can have cafe orders on non-markers are perch. So, and plus you can make them into bait. So there we go. Another marker. Also, sometimes it'd be nice to catch some of the pollocks. I've caught those on the smaller rigs as well. Good XP, good experience, good money. I said the same thing twice. Fantastic. So, to all you people out there watching, don't get old. It's a trap. Just stay young forever. Because it's a trap. It's a trap. Don't do it. Just stay young. Stay young. Now kick, baby, kick, baby. Why aren't you giving me the perking, bro? I might throw out the larger bait, see if we can get something here. Maybe not at the 34. There we go, something different. Let's get up to 15 fish here in the keep net, and then we'll switch over. It may be a little slower bite rate, but the fish will be bigger than, at least maybe a little bigger. Doesn't always guarantee you. I mean, I don't want 100 kg. I can't get it in. But bigger than 234 grams. Or this little non-marker for, 86 sorry, 86 gram sorry, Atlantic sorry. All right, 61. Might be able to bump that that pilker size up a hair. Excuse me. Might be able to bump that pilker size up a hair since we got rid of that bottom section there. Not sure. The next size up is like 30 kg, so maybe not. So if you're not sure, you can look at your rod. It'll tell you. So if you look here, that's your line size you can have. This is the mass it'll hold, 264, or that's how heavy it is. I was trying to figure out. I think, yeah, maybe, maybe that. I think that's the mast that it weighs. I'm not sure. I forgot how to figure out what it can hold. Maybe it's this. I can't remember. Totally drawn. I have been drawing blanks on so many things. It's like the memory of a goldfish. Ever since I was going to switch over at 15, and we haven't caught a fish. There we go. Sorry, I jinxed myself. So the lightweight rig gets us a little XP. Another thing we can do too is we can drink. You know, we could drink some alcohol and get that tipsy bonus. So if we look, so we can drink some alcohol to give us a little bonus. What do I got a lot of? I got 10 of these. So this game encourages drinking, and I'm not saying I encourage drinking. 21 or over in Ohio. But we'll now get a tipsy bonus on top of our fish. I just really don't like that because we're not getting the FGA. It's saying we got a fish. We don't got a fish. Make up your mind. Maybe we're too tipsy to catch fish. That will wear off. I don't know what the time is. I think it depends on the strength of the alcohol. So if we look now, we're going to get a tipsy bonus, a slight bonus in XP. So, you know, we got the 337 for the light tackle, plus 30 for being tipsy. Obviously, that's going to scale up as well. So, bigger fish, more valuable fish, rare fish. You know, a lot of people will drink one of those right before they pull it in. Again, extra 19. A lot of the alcohol I got from the Christmas event, which is free to participate in. Not sure how many. Not sure how long it lasts. We can look at that in a second. It might tell you. All right, we may have moved down the 30-meter hole here. Looks like we're rolling into the 72-meter. I got skinny hands in this game. Creepy hands. Let's throw out the larger setup. I'm not sure if this is the right spot to do it in. I really wanted 15. I said 15, so let's try to catch another one here. I just feel like sometimes when you're not in the spot, I don't know, it feels like if you're not in the actual spot that you want to be in it, you don't catch fish. But I'm not very patient. I like bottom fishing because I can throw out 3 rods. Sometimes it can still get a little slow, but it's faster than 1 rod usually. Trolling, not a bad thing. I jinxed myself when I said let's get to 15 because I just can't do it. There we go. Come on. Stay on this time. We still got the tipsy bonus. So we'll see how this does. This is a jig setup. May catch a lot of cusks. Looks like a very slow fall rate, which drives me crazy. Unless you're catching fish on the way down. Especially if you're in like the 120 meter hole. Oh, Damn it, man. We hit something on the way down, but we didn't have it. The good thing about this map is it's really not dark that long. All right, first fish here. What we got? A little shorthorn sculpin. Okay, whiting. Still got the tipsy bonus. We're no longer getting the light, the ultralight bonus. That was probably our best fish so far, money-wise. So that's not a bad thing. If we can start pulling some of those out, especially a little over 1 kgs, over 40 silver, so they can add up quickly. This was a fresh 5-day boat rental for 400, so I'd like to, in 2.5 hours, make at least 600-700, pay for the ticket plus a couple hundred extra for on top of that, plus do another, once you do the other half, make another 600. I've been kind of stuck at 25K because I keep upgrading stuff and buying different things, and so we're at 25.8 right now, so I'd like to get over that 26 mark enough to where if I buy another boat ticket, I'm staying above the 26 mark. Obviously, it'd be nice if I can get to 30 or 35. But get the right fish. There were some trophy things on there yesterday at the cafe that were not that big, you know, like a hake or whatever. And I mean, you're talking $800, 800 silver, um, you know, for one fish. That's what I figured we would catch most of here. Which I don't mind if they're big. You know, get like a blue tag. So I do have a blue tag from this location. So, you know, I caught it on the foam rubber fish. This was 111,000 XP. So that was a nice catch. That also might have been with premium, and it also might have been during happy hour. But anytime you can catch a super rare, it doesn't matter. It's a wonderful surprise. It's one of the things I like about fishing so much. It can happen at any moment. Uh, when you least expect it, it can happen. It's weird. I'm not getting the movement in bottom level, movement in the bottom layer, but it wasn't sinking anymore. Not sure if this rain's going to go away. It looks like it's lightening up a little bit, but I don't know if that's just because it's becoming daytime. Caught that whiting, I got a little excited, and then we haven't repeated it. Another thing you can do as well with RF4, when you look at your fish, you can see what you caught it on. So we caught that on the natural squid 2301, which is white. It's almost a white or a clear. Which is kind of weird because it was at night. Guys, it is important to remember too, sometimes I record videos in advance, so whatever I'm doing at the time may or may not work for you, depending on how, it might be a week later, 4 days later, whatever. And sometimes it may not work. I've seen stuff work for one person, but not the next. So, it's okay to try to do what I'm doing, but at the same time, part of the fun is, you can look up stuff on your Discord or, look online, watch videos, or you can just try new things. You can also look at your records and ratings. For me, I look at Norwegian Sea USA because that's where I'm at. And this will help you. Okay, what are they catching American places on? Okay, the lurker 100. And then it looks like they're catching them on the lugworms on the bottom. The natural shrimp, we've got this. We're using this. So, again, not sure where they're catching it. Oh my gosh. What is this, a mussel? A scallop? This is so tiny. Okay. It's actually not a bad fish. Not sure what he hit. Oh, he hit the actual jig. Interesting. He actually hit the salty fish. He actually hit the lure itself. He actually bit this, which is pretty good size. It's 44 grams, 20 centimeters, and that's what he hit. And he's a pretty small fish. He's a beast. The thing about me is I don't know what's a big fish. I just look at if it's a marker and the XP, and once the XP, but I don't know. Oh, blank 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 is a trophy. Blank 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 is a rare, super trophy. I don't know that. Sometimes I feel like it's better off not to know that, because if you get trolled and you just miss something by 10 grams or depending on how small the fish is, 5 grams or 1 gram, it's just going to make you upset. So sometimes you're better off to know, or not knowing. Not knowing. It's like earlier, we're not getting the movement in the bottom layer, but it's not sinking anymore, so it's kind of weird. It's acting a little wonky. There we go. Time for another soda. More caffeine. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Help me out. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. I promise you no one's going through my channel and going, oh my gosh, this person subscribed, what a loser. No one cares. Watch whatever you want to watch. A lot of people that watch videos aren't subscribed to the channel. And again, that's your choice. But it does help out the YouTuber. One, it lets you know, it lets people know what you want to watch, what kind of videos you're interested in. For me, it lets me know to, keep making videos. I make what I like. I'm not big enough to worry about if people are watching it or not, unfortunately. Again, I try to play stuff I enjoy playing. There's probably some things out there I could play to get more views that I don't like, and I don't play those things. So. We're going to switch back over to the lightweight setup for just a few fish here, and then we'll probably move over to the 120, which may be a little slower, but the fish are going to be a little more. Well, that eel spout was a little bit of a surprise, but I feel like you got more of a variety of fish. Someone did catch a 320 kg basking shark with the chat that I'm in. So I don't want to hook into something that big because I will not be able to get it in. I don't have that much of my time in my life to sit here. I mean, I do. I could sit here the next 15 hours and fight a fish, but I'm not going to. I don't have the patience. I was trying to do one more here before we switch over. Turn on the air. It's getting hot in here. The good thing about my setup is I'm very close to the vent, so whether it's heat or AC, it blows right on me. But you guys might be able to hear it blowing as well, so apologies if you do. Got something here. Looks like he wants to get dinged off the boat. Doink. Knock a brother out. Boink. Oh, now he's stuck under the boat, really? Oh, just a little safe, all that. Okay. Let's go ahead and chop a couple of these dudes up. Fillet of saith. We're going to try to do some big fillets. Still don't have my bait harvesting up all the way to 100%. I'm still hoping for that. It's such a slow grind. It's going to be harder to get marine skill points. Oh, man. It's going to be harder to get marine skill points or any kind of skill points when you're not on premium. You will get them, but it's harder. It's a reduced chance. Looks like another one that wants to get dinged off the boat here. Doink. There you go. We're not getting the tipsy bonus anymore. So apparently we've sobered up enough to drive this boat, which is good. Still in the zone here. That's why I don't like going to the bottom. I don't want to really catch those shorthorns, sculpins. This is probably a safe. It's a little larger than what we've been catching. Got him. I might not be able to catch a lot of fish, but when I do, I know what they are in advance. I'm psychic. That one's big enough to possibly get a cafe order, so we won't chop him up right yet. We'll hold on to him until we check the cafe. The rain has stopped as well, which is good news to my comfort level. Not giving me perking. I don't like it. I don't like it. Doesn't make any sense to me because when I'm pulling on the rod, I'm getting tension and then it releases. So, not sure. Looks like it's back to trying to catch another shorthorn. Sculpin. Of course, we did catch that eel pout down there, but that was the other rod. Alright guys, after this, unless this is something like if this is a whiting, we'll do another one. I'm not sure where my line is, I can't see it. Alright, I kind of like that. We're going to move over to the 120 meter hole, which is right in front of us here. Just hold that shift button, you'll immediately go to warp 3. And I just turned the wrong direction, which is fantastico. All right, let's go. Have we stopped moving yet? Our speed of 0. Okay. So the goal here is a blue ling, wolffish. Caught a nice flounder last video, which it's a secret, so don't tell nobody. And it was 39 kg, but it was the epic battle for me, okay? Epic battle. Took like 12, 18 minutes, I don't know. Not sure why this setup is sinking so slow. I mean, this is pretty heavy. So I guess if you're watching, now's the time to go take a restroom break. We may hit something on the way down. Guys, if you look at the challenges too, you can do trophies at the Norwegian Sea. We can see what trophies we have. So at this time, you know, we've got these 3 trophies. We've got the Saith, we've got the haddock, we've got the European hake, we've got the cusk, the Atlantic mackerel, and that is it. We are missing a lot of trophies here. Yama, we've only got the 1. Not very many at Lower Tunguska either. Octuba, 0. Ladoga, we've got a couple of the ones you can get trolling. Amber, nothing. Ladoga, 1. The roach. Sura, nothing. Seversky, we've got the nace and the shad. Volkov, even though I complained about it earlier, we got quite a few trophies there. The blue bream and the bream are the ones I'm proud of the most. Nice golden tench at Bear. Corey, the Vendus, again, trolling. Balea. Old Berg. Again, the bream is the good one there. Zebra mussel, pretty hilarious. Still quite a bit to get at the, they are catching trophy frogs right now at Mosquito. So when you AFK, if you hit Q, it'll tell you over here on your chat if you've missed a fish. And we did not, so. Yeah, I may have to try to change that setup so that falls a little quicker. That's pretty annoying, and I'm actually fishing, not watching, so I do apologize for that. A little rough, and not a good rough like a black rough. Just about there. Come on, you can do it. Dive, dive, dive. Okay, guys, in this game you do not got to eat, but I do. It's just the habit of trying to get all those bars full. You can live off of tea and coffee, and you don't even really need to do those. But your energy is important for fighting fish. All right, we're at the bottom. All right, we got something here. Not sure what it is. Seems like it's coming in pretty easy, so it might be something small. It's definitely not pulling line out. Might be a cusk. Sometimes they'll fight and then let up and then fight and then let up. I'm going to call it as a cusk. We'll see when we get it in, I guess. If we get it in. It's pulling straight down. You can see that rod tip going right towards the water. And then just let up to nothing. That's usually a cusk. If the rod's bouncing, that's a head shake. That can be a swordfish, sometimes a shark. Not the big sharks, but the little spiny dogfish sometimes I think do that. It's not very big if it is a cusk for sure. Oh, it's a little cod, just a baby. 5 kg. Still probably the biggest thing we've caught today, right? Yeah. It's our biggest fish. Oh, hilarious. Might be worth 20 silver though. Be hopeful. So I work nights, so I typically sleep during the day, even though it is daytime right now. It's evening. But today I was trying to get a little nap, and ironically, it's mowing day at the apartment complex where I live. So it's unfortunate, especially when they start mowing right when you're getting ready to try to go to sleep. If you're already asleep, it may be okay. You may be able to get through it. But if you haven't went to sleep yet and you're just trying to get that little 2-hour nap, good luck, because you're not. It's not going to happen unless you can sleep with wearing noise canceling headphones. Some people do. I do not. I'll run a fan for background noise, and that is it. Probably should have changed the setup. I completely forgot about trying to increase our drop rate. We're almost there now, so hopefully we can. The good thing is it didn't take that long once we got there to get a fish. I mean, obviously, it was a little ways. On the next fish, I'm going to take a break to the restroom. Probably have time to go and be back before it sinks for sure. Should be about there. Again, guys, we're at the 120-meter hole. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Appreciate all the views. I don't get a lot of comments either. Comments are appreciated as well. Still says it's sinking. We haven't got the movement on bottom layer yet. You have to remember it is on 5-meter increments, so 125 could still be 126, 127, 128, 129. And when it hits 130, it'll flip over like right there. I'm just not sure if I missed the movement at bottom layer. There it is. So now we have that. Let's go. Alright, we're drifting a little bit. Looks like we're drifting out into the... Still in the 120. That's what's nice about this spot. It is so large. Again, I try to stay in this location, but it's okay. We're not going to throw it back out because it takes 4 days to sink. So we're going to stick it out and see what we catch. Another small one. We may go ahead and switch over to a pilker setup or the giant silicone rig. Maybe we'll try that out. That's our newest thing. Just don't want to sit here and wait and catch small. The giant pilker, the giant silicone rig probably will drop faster as well. Let's try that. As soon as I cast out, I'm going to take a little AFK restroom break. I'll be right back. Okay, that's not going to be bad silver, honestly. It's not going to be bad silver. It's not the worst fish we could have caught. So let's switch over here. This is the newest thing we've unlocked. It's this right here. This was at 85%. So let's go big dog. And I bought those three off of, all three of those had fish on the leaderboard. So I'll be right back. It definitely looks like this is sinking a lot faster, which is fantastic. Hopefully we can catch some fish as well. But we're saving quite a bit of time on the drop for sure. It's evening, so it's really prime time for a lot of fish. You want that movement in the bottom layer, or obviously perking or strong perking. Anytime you're doing a technique there, that's considered a technique, you're going to have a higher bite rate. Doesn't need to be there 100% of the time, but you want it there most of the time. Like right now, it's not. There's no technique working. Now it's back. I don't know if we got any fish worth any money yet. Let me see here. This is not going to be worth anything. This might be worth a little bit. This is probably the most. This and this, the whiting and the spiny dogfish are probably our two most valuable fish. I don't want to spend a lot of time looking at stuff with the rod down there. I want to make sure we're not missing fish. With the bite rate being slow, you definitely want to take every opportunity to get that fish in. All right, we're going to give it about 2 more minutes. We're going to switch setups. All right, let's go ahead and switch it up. I'm out of patience. The other setup, we at least caught a couple fish. If that lure gets a bite, it's probably broken, which is okay. We'll just throw it away. Hopefully this drops decently fast. Seems to be doing a little better than the jig rig, but not much. So take a quick restroom break, get you some popcorn. We're going to hook into the Loch Ness Monster right after this. Yeah, it's still pretty slow going down. Probably should have tried to use a bigger pilker, but it does seem to be faster going down than the other setup. we floating back up the other direction? Yes, we are. All right. The dawn comes. Hopefully it comes with some fish. Get out of here, Moon. Your time is over. Get that light out of my face. I was just talking crap to the light and got the perking. Looks like we're drifting more and more out of location here. All that time, it looks like a small one. I'm not sure. Looks like a small one. Disappointed. Maybe it's a super rare oyster. All of that for that. Come on, man. Let's try a lugworm on the bottom. It'll sink very quickly. I just don't know if we'll catch anything or if we'll catch anything good. Let's give it a try. I'm about to call it a day here. We're almost 2 hours in, and just other than the micro fishing or the lightweight fishing, really haven't had a lot of success. You know, out of all the fish down there in that 120-meter hole, to catch a safe is just a big slap in the face. All right, hopefully this doesn't take a long time to get something. We shall see. I'm not sure if I can take any more of this. We might have to just, at least on the jig rig, we were catching some fish. It took a while, but not cool, man. Just can't do it. Can't do it. I got to catch some fish. What are we doing here? Okay, there's still fish in the water. There's still fish in the water. Try the foam rubber fish. Pretty sure that's our biggest mackerel. Yep. Getting a little bigger. If we get another mackerel, it's going to be smaller than the one we just caught. I'm just putting that out there. It's going to be smaller than the one we caught. The next mackerel will be smaller than the last one. Trying to jinx myself. Reverse psychology. All right, guys, I'm ready to head it in. Give me 1 second here. Let me relog. You'll get the screen of death here for a few. I apologize. Get loaded back in here. You'll get to see the beautiful intro for of the fish swimming in a school, which I'd like to be able to catch them like that. I don't understand why it's not possible to, if you're using 4 hooks on a rig, why you can't catch 2 fish. I've done that in real life with perch. Caught more than 1 fish at a time. Especially mackerels and things that school up like that. All right, I'm going to be disappointed, so don't feel alone when you are. All right, we're missing that by 1. Didn't get any of those big enough. Okay, so we need 1 eel pout, right? So we might be able to get that one. Hold on, we'll not sell that one here. We'll hold on to that. The spiny dogfish was 42. These salaries aren't bad money for their size. We'll go ahead and keep a couple of these smaller mackerels too. 300 didn't quite cover. If we can get this other cafe order pretty quickly here. What was it? How much was it? It's 115. That at least cover the boat rental. Let's see if we can catch one here. I have caught him here off the dock recently, yesterday in real life here. Just remember, when you're doing this, my boat rental ticket is still going down. You need to realize that, because if I sit here for the next 2.5 hours in real life, I'm going to waste my boat ticket. So don't do that. Only do this. If you're going to shore fish, do it in between boat tickets. I've learned the hard way. I think it needs to be more than 180. An eel pout more than 180. I caught this pretty far out there as well. I don't even know if it's an eel pout, but let's check it out. If it's not, we'll throw back out a little less, not as far. I won't do the full cast, because I don't want to chew up the boat ticket again, like I said. And that's what I don't want. I don't want to chew up my boat ticket. I can catch nothing in the boat, but it's still better than that. Yeah, I don't want to chew up the boat rental, so if we don't get it on this cast, I'm going to go ahead and sell it and end the episode. Also, you want to make sure you quit completely out. Sometimes you'll minimize the game or whatever, you're still in, and that'll eat up your boat ticket as well. You'll come back miserable, starving, and no boat. Why are you taking so long to reel in? Jesus. Trying to chew up my boat rental. Let's dig some worms up right here in the middle of the woods. This planks. There we go. 2 dung beetles. All right, let's sell this one fish here. I don't want it to go. I don't want it to be spoiled. Guys, I appreciate you watching. As always, I do appreciate you hanging out with me. And as always, until next time, have fun gaming. I'm out of here.